Did you know research shows the children of authoritarian parents have lifelong anxiety, while children of authoritative parents experience better social skills and better emotional regulation? Parenting style can literally affect a child's lifelong well-being. Hi, if you're new here, this is Parenting Through Autism Spectrum Disorder. Welcome, my name is Wendy. Today, we're taking a look at 4 parenting styles: authoritative, authoritarian, uninvolved, and permissive. And we're going to explore what these styles can mean for the well-being of an autistic child. As you may know, parenting an autistic child brings unique challenges. There could be sensory overwhelm, emotional dysregulation, social challenges, just to name a few. A harsh parenting style can make a child mask or just shut them down. On the flip side, no structure at all can leave a child feeling lost or confused. That's why understanding parenting style matters, because if your parenting style is too rigid or too uninvolved, your child can experience more meltdowns, emotional dysregulation, and your entire family can feel more guilt, shame, isolation, and you can all struggle to connect with one another. These challenges are not your faults, but they are real. It changes how safe a child feels and therefore how they can grow and develop. Now, we inherit a lot of behaviors, values, and general parenting approaches from our own childhood and how we were raised. Those things can also be culturally situated, tied to expectations of children on a social or cultural level. But they still have lifelong impact. So we can actively reflect on what our parenting style looks like with our autistic kids, whether it's the right fit, and if there's anything we can do to adapt a more appropriate style for their well-being and the whole family's quality of life. Okay, so let's take a look at each parenting style. Authoritarian parenting is all about strict, rigid rules and commands. There is little flexibility. An autistic child might have a meltdown and get scolded instead of getting the help that they need. Imagine being in a grocery store and you see a child crying loudly on the floor, clearly in distress. The parent, instead of co-regulating with them, yells at them and tells them to stop, commanding them to basically control their emotions. This is authoritarian. Now, permissive parenting is warm but offers little guidance. A child may get lots of kindness but no structure and predictability. For example, a permissive parent might let a child go off of routine whenever they want, or they may not create a routine to begin with. This can lead to unpredictable days, to overwhelming changes, and can leave a child feeling more anxious and confused throughout the day. Uninvolved parenting, on the other hand, is low on both, no warmth and no support, leaving a child to manage on their own. For example, an uninvolved parent may not even bother to think about the need for a schedule in a child's life. They may not care or realize that a child has special sensory needs that need to be addressed. This could be the most detrimental parenting style to a child with autism. If you can imagine what it means to be uninvolved, you can see how a child with autism could become isolated and feel neglected. Now, authoritative parenting blends both warmth and consistency with flexibility. It means acknowledging the needs while still providing structure and expectations for a child. For example, you might offer a visual schedule in order to make sure that predictability and structure are in place. But you might make sure that that visual schedule has a texture, bright colors, and things that can attend to a child's sensory needs, tapping into that empathy and flexibility. Studies show that authoritative parenting is linked to stronger resilience, better coping, and lower anxiety in autistic children. Research suggests that children thrive with characters that show empathy and compassion. And this allows them to feel safe enough to overcome challenges and to turn to a caregiver when they need support. An authoritative style makes room for differences, respecting them instead of trying to correct them or punish them. That balance helps kids develop in safety and continue to grow self-confidence and self-efficacy. For autistic children, this can mean that they feel more comfortable advocating for themselves when they can, exploring their own interests and safety, and handling setbacks with more courage and grace. This is especially important because a lot of autistic children will experience social discrimination, misunderstandings, maybe even bullying. And when they have a caregiver that they trust, they can continue to grow through those challenges and feel safe and secure with their caregiver and family. So here's the takeaway. You don't have to be the perfect parent. But combining love and compassion with a little bit of structure and flexibility can really help autistic children in particular thrive. Think of yourself as a guide. You provide tools, boundaries, and acceptance all at the same time. And you can also adapt your method or your authoritative approach. Parents themselves can benefit because you can feel less emotional distress when there are fewer meltdowns. The whole family can experience a calmer, better quality of life. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What parenting style resonates with you most? If you reflect a little bit, which one do you think you're emulating? If you feel comfortable, please drop a comment below and we can have a conversation about all of this. If you enjoy this kind of content, I have other videos available for you, and one is linked in the cards above. You can consider subscribing and maybe turn on the notification bell, and you'll get notified when I release a video each week. I hope to see you back. More to come.